you can tell they are worried about the 2026 midterms. Why? Because Donald Trump took to Truth Social and he was talking about the 2026 midterms. Now, I did another video just a little bit ago talking about the first part of his comment. He said, well, we can see what happens when you elected a crooked moron to be president. And then he was referring to Joe Biden. But he says that he hopes the DOJ looks into it with as much gusto as he thinks appropriate, and that he is going to prevent mail-in voting fraud, no early voting, and voter ID for the midterm elections. A couple problems with that. One, every attempt they have had to pass that law through Congress has failed, so that doesn't happen. Two, states choose how to run elections. They always have. Federal election laws like that have never really applied. And Donald Trump's executive order that he signed earlier this year doesn't apply because, again, states run elections. But he thinks he's doing something by saying this. Again, he wants to rule like a king by some kind of, royal proclamation here by saying we're not going to do this. Now, some states may go along with what he tries to do, but early voting and mail-in voting have been something we do for a long time. In fact, that is how most of the military who is stationed away from their home area votes. So are you saying the military doesn't get a vote? And you only want to do same-day voting? Well, gee, why? Because if you limit how people vote, that changes voter turnout. And when voter turnout is down, Republicans win. They are terrified of losing the midterms. Donald Trump is terrified of losing the midterms because he knows that if the Democrats have control of the House, there are going to be investigations. There are going to probably be impeachment articles against him and another impeachment trial. And he may not win this one because he has no political capital left. He can't run for another office. He can't run for re-election. He doesn't have anything left to give, and he's looking older and frailer every time he goes out. His days are numbered, and he knows it. That's why he's making these threats about voter ID and no mail-in voting. All it is threats. It's not going to be a thing because they haven't been able to pass anything through Congress that requires any of that. States run the elections. So whatever your state laws are going to probably be what gets followed. But that just tells me they are terrified of losing the midterms, which probably means they are going to lose the midterms.